Hello guys, welcome to Anime TMJ Talks channel. In this video, we are going to talk about what if Tanjiro's dad had taught him Hinokami Kagura when he was a child, so that Tanjiro can at least defend himself. Because at that position, if his father dies, then Tanjiro might have to go for work, and that might be very much problematic things, like especially demons. So he might learn him Hinokami Kagura. So what can happen? The first thing that will happen is Tanjiro learning Hinokami Kagura continues from the start. As far as we know that this guy who was Tanjiro's dad was a really badass guy who was able to create this sun breathing, which is even appreciated by Rengoku's father, who did not even appreciate the one Rengoku, who was a very great Hashira and was able to even get closer to one of the most powerful demons, which was known as Akaza. Plus, even when he fought dying for a little man like Tanjiro, his father still was not proud, but if he could see this Hinokami Kagura continuous, he was amazed, and we can say that father would have taught him that how to do this in a whole complete form, but still he would be trained by Urokodaki. After that, Tanjiro's family bad event, and then Tanjiro would even learn that water breathing, and I don't think with this water breathing plus Hinokami Kagura, Tanjiro even need to care about this little hand demon. He don't even stand a chance. Like literally, you think that this hand demon who was defeated by Tanjiro, even when Tanjiro did not even use that powerful water breathing last form, how can he be defeated by this Tanjiro when he was not even at a very great position? Still he was defeated. And now, even if Tanjiro had Hinokami Kagura, only with that Hinokami Kagura, Tanjiro can easily defend him. Plus, having that powerful defending water breathing, plus that Hinokami Kagura of Tanjiro, Tanjiro would have destroyed each of the demon at there, and even that hand demon would have been no big deal. And I think that the mask that was broken due to hand demon would have still been alive, because this mask is a very great way to show that Urokodaki gave him that as a gift, and I think that Tanjiro would even try to save it at least from that demon. So I think that this mask would have still been survived, and Tanjiro would look a little bit much good. Like literally, if you talk about me, I think that Tanjiro literally looks good in this mask form instead of his normal form. And I think that this mask could have survived, because you know that Tanjiro was not able to give him a very great fight, as he had only water breathing. This time with only Hinokami Kagura, he can still save his mask, and that would be a not more problematic thing. And I think that this mask would be broken a little bit of later in the fight. I don't think that this mask can be even defeated by that swamp demon who came for Tanjiro. Like literally, this swamp demon was overpowered by Nezuko in her only base form, and I think that Tanjiro with his Hinokami Kagura can get even closer to one of the most powerful lower moons who are known as that Rui. Plus, even if you talk about it, he can also take care of Enmu only with his Hinokami Kagura and water breathing if he uses it efficiently. And this time I think that Swamp Demon would have been defeated without any mercy. Like literally, without even Nezuko, Tanjiro can literally solo each of the normal demons out there. I am not talking about the upper moons or lower moons, not only the 12 Kizuki, but I think that he can solo each and every of the demon standing out there before Tanjiro, except that 12 Kizuki, Tanjiro would have defeated each of them. And after seeing that, he might have had added that Hinokami Kagura and the water breathing together, and he would use both of these efficiently, because this time he knows that he cannot use Hinokami Kagura too much, because it may be a little bit of continuous type of, but still you know that this Hinokami Kagura has a limit of its stamina. Whereas if you talk about water breathing, it has a very great stamina, and there are other forms of water breathing that Tanjiro can use against any types of powerful demon before him. And I think that he would train, or maybe in any types of fight he would combine both of these attacks to attack each and every demon, and every demon would have been defeated, not defeated, they would have been brutally killed by Tanjiro without any mercy. And this would be one of the strongest powerful thing of Tanjiro, because I think Tanjiro can even beat Lower Moon 1 with this only powerful thing. And I think that if he had this powerful thing, there is no chance for Rui to survive from it. As you had seen in that fight of Tanjiro with Rui, we could definitely say that there was problems with Rui while he was trying to handle the powers of only Hinokami Kagura. And if Tanjiro had that Hinokami Kagura continuous, Rui would have been dead, because he just cannot literally just cut his head once and again, and this can only save Rui. This can be done by Rui a lot of times, and that might cause Rui to lose all his stamina, and after he loses his stamina, Tanjiro might have cutted his head. But as there was no proof for Tanjiro that he had defeated one of the upper moon or lower moon level demon, I think that he would not get some promotion as a Hashira. But still in that fight would be so intense that Tanjiro would have to use his powerful mode, which is known as the rage mode, that he used against that whole entertainment district arc. And as Tanjiro was using it, he could clearly say and feel the powers that was inside him. Like literally he could feel each and every powers, that every attacks of Rui was slowed down, and how was he able to keep up with so much powerful lower moon demon. And that caused Tanjiro a lot much more getting powerful. And with that, I think that Tanjiro would have understood that this is some types of mysterious thing, and Tanjiro should understand about it. And after he understand about this rage mode, he would be so much curious that after that he would try getting explanation of it everywhere. But as I think that Shinobu and Kanao are not known of it, Tanjiro might not get any help from them. But during that Mugen Train arc, Tanjiro would have alone defeated that enemy without any powers of any other people like Rengoku, or the two people like Inosuke or Zenitsu or even Nezuko did not need to help that much, because this time as Tanjiro had this sun breathing power so much well that he could use it. Like, I am not saying that without Nezuko he could have gotten awakened from that problematic dream, but I think that he might be still able to do it without Nezuko. But I think that even if Tanjiro was able to wake up from sleep a little bit of late, he could have saved a lot of people from dying, and that might be a good result. And after seeing that, Rengoku would have understood that how much important is it to train this little guy who is going to become even stronger than Rengoku as he can think. And then the next thing that will happen is Tanjiro and his whole squad would be trained by Rengoku instead of Nezuko, because as far as you know that Nezuko is a demon, so there is no way that any types of humans can help Nezuko or other demons to train so much that they can get powerful. But still I think that he would train at least that Kamaboko squad like that Inosuke Zenitsu. I don't think that might be a very great help for Inosuke and Zenitsu, but I think that this would be the biggest help for Tanjiro, because this time he would know the reveal and reveal that secret of the rage mode of him. And after that Rengoku would have understood that and would let him understand that how to on that rage mode at any time, and this might cause Tanjiro to become much more powerful. And then I think that as Tanjiro was not present in that entertainment district arc, we would have shown that death of Uzui from the very start, because as you know this is a lot much more disturbing thing for Uzui to know that he would be able to fight all of them. And as Uzui was alone this time, he could not have done this, because even if you saw that when Uzui almost had cutted that head of that whole Gyutaro, I think that Uzui would have died, because as you can see that Uzui alone was nothing against Gyutaro. Like literally Gyutaro could take Uzui even only in his low, high, mid, deep, and that might have caused some problematic things for Uzui, and Uzui would have been dead, and the news of his death would have been spread to everywhere, and also where Rengoku was survived, Uzui would have been dead. And the next thing that will happen is Rengoku and Akaza, these two people meets again. As far as you know that Rengoku was a little bit of problematic thing, that he could not beat Akaza and he had to take the help of another demon slayer. I know that he would take him as a strong demon slayer, but still he would understand that how much bad his capability is, and he would try getting his that demon slayer, or you can say that rage mode of Tanjiro again. And with training with Tanjiro, Rengoku would have also gotten that rage mode, and as you can see, like literally this whole powerful thing is so much powerful that Tanjiro was easily able to beat Daki, who was almost a lower moon level, and he could also give a good fight to Gyutaro. So I think that this would have been better for Tanjiro, and with that I think that even that Akaza would have been dead, and like that after the death of Rui, all the lower moons were called and almost killed by everyone, and everyone was killed there except the one who obeyed this guy the most, Muzan. Kubutsuji saved him. But still I think that there would have been no massacre of the upper moon, because he clearly knows that there was someone, Hashira, who had done it, and that was a very great fight for even that Hashira, that he would have used all his powers, so he would have let them go, but still upper moon meeting would have had happened. And this time that upper moon meeting, I think that would have been a little much more changed. This time the upper moon would have been a little bit of change, like literally Akaza would have been replaced by Gyutaro in the dead list, and Muzan would inform them, and they would understand that how much problematic thing Rengoku has become. And the next thing we will see in this whole entire series, that we cannot see Nezuko's awakened form. As you know that Nezuko had to come out and use her whole powers when her Onicha was in problem, and as she had to save him from Daki, she had to use that awakened mode, and that is why I think that Nezuko would have not shown her awakened form, because her brother this time is so much badass that even one entry of Nezuko was a very much rare scene. Like literally after that rage mode, I don't think that Nezuko would have to ever come into her most powerful awakened form, and I think that this would have been great for Nezuko, because this time Nezuko might have not been able to fully defeat that everyone that awakened form, but still this was the most important. Like there are many mysteries that can be hidden inside it, and that is why I think that this was the most important thing to be missed, and this is all the change that I think that would have changed if that Tanjiro's father would have literally taught him how to use that Hinokami Kagura. And I think that that is it for today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, like, share and subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and thanks for watching.